Cue my music. It's week 5 in the PFFL. And from the spectacular Elgin Multiplex in Sprytown, Nova Scotia, Canada, welcome to the Think Tank. I'm Bucky Pot of Coffee. This week in the tank, Dirty and Ron will touch on last week's matchups and make sure you all have thick skin while picking this week's games. Hey, Ron, hit me. They are 10-2 with their PFFL picks, which is a big accomplishment for two guys who have been fighting over the bong and shotgunning beers since they got off work. First, he was seen trying to assemble a crib earlier in the week. Hailing from Hebberdine Community College, he was then seen kicking that crib to the curb.
Get it out of here.
He's dirty. I will not take a shower, Alice. And always,
my boy,
his co-host, the man whose ego speaks for itself, hailing from Williams Lake State University. Some call him a friend, but we don't know who they are.
Never seen him.
He has a heart of gold and a stomach of steel. He is Ron the Bodwitzer. Over to you, Dirty.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. We're back live. Elgin Multiplex. Heart of Spry, folks. Heart of Spry. You kidding me, Ron? Is it really week 5 already?
I think so.
Week 5 in the PFL. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be alive, and I'm sure glad that I'm not you.
Oh,
you know what?
Why would that be?
We had another good week last week, Ron. Almost as good as Bucky at the caffeine and nicotine conference that he attended on the weekend. He really enjoyed that. You know, we seem to have this figured out, this league. We're starting to figure it out, folks. The only thing I can't figure out is how to turn the knobs in the shower.
That's true, right?
Once again, Ron, will you please let these people know?
When you go 10-2, like just things blow up, people want to see us.
Kaboom!
People are on the think tank. Last week we had our first edition of Getting Cornered. Hunchy's Guidos came in here, stepped up to the plate. None of you punk ass biatches in the PFFL got the nuts.
No guests.
Got the nuts to come on up in here this week and be getting cornered.
No
but
guess.
Guess what? No guess. Doesn't matter, right? Someone will show up.
That's right.
But this week, who's going to show up in matchup 1, Dirty?
Well, you know who shows up in my matchup number 1? It's the Disco Maniacs versus my one and only partner, Ron the Bodwitzer, coming in. 3-1 Purple Heads, 3-1 Maniacs. Big matchup, folks. League implications here. You know what? One guy goes to 4-1, 3-2. Big difference. You know what? A lot of people never gave these Disco Maniacs a chance. Thought they'd come into the draft, drink a bottle of Crown, screech and yell, pick a couple of bums, and go home, and that was it. But you know what, folks? You know what? They're on everybody's lips, just like a bad case of the herpes, folks. They're the top team in the league. They're an unstoppable force, almost like you. Almost like you at the buffet table. Sorry, Ron, but these Maniacs, you know what? They're coming in. They're going to win this matchup, shuck and jive their way to victory, and God bless us all. The Maniacs are 4-1.
Well, I'd hate to see that, but you know what? If that's the way it got to go, in this other matchup, I'll tell you about Dirty's Bong Hitters.
The Bong Hitters.
They're taking on Let Me See Your STD Test. They're 1-3. Their team of a bunch of shit skids. You know what? That's what they are. On their team, I don't like anybody named Sanchez. I don't like
Dirty Sanchez?
Jackson, Macklin. They may go off. You might think they would go off. Just like you think, Let Me See Your TDs. He bets on more football than me. He's brutal, and he gets on everything wrong. All his picks are wrong. His fantasy
He just basically bets till there's no more games left in the day.
Taking on Dirty. Dirty is, folks, 4-0. He's first in the league. I'm second, just in case you want to check online.
1-2, baby.
He's
1-2.
got 4 TVs, 4 that are bigger than me.
Which is
He's
big.
got 4 guys on his team that'll roast your ass.
Roast your
He's
ass.
got 144 projected points. Hit me. And this week, he did 144 bong hits alone. Take him in a walk with your girlfriend. Hold her hand. He's going to win.
It's going to be a tight matchup, Ron. I know that, but I don't know about that number of bong hits. I don't know where you get your information. Well, look at this. What do I get here? I got the answer coming in 2-2. Balls deep 1-3. You know what? I really don't understand who's even running the show over there at the answer. They've had the same slogan up since week 1.5. Here we come, Disco, and they magically came back and somehow beat the Maniacs.
Terrible.
I don't even know how that even happened.
They're awful work.
And like Balls Deep says here, they scored 172 points last week, which, by the way, is the exact number of bags he had on his chin in his vacation to Mexico, whatever that was. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
That's right.
So look for another big outing by Balls Deep is how I like it, and look for the answer to get nothing but a mouthful of pillow.
Well, no wonder. I mean, if you're going to take it, that's
what
the way it's going to be.
I mean,
you know what? In the PFFL, a lot of times guys have to take it in the hoop. And this week, it's probably going to be the Pelly Snakes, right?
It's going to sting.
They should change their team's name to the Pelly's Waiver Trash Cans.
Horrible.
Because they stink like your compost. They're
Like the
rotten
green
to the
bin.
core. They're going on. If they lose to Scotty Don't, they're going to sell the farm, right?
You know who's going to be first in line to buy the farm?
What?
Scotty Don't.
Scotty Don't.
Scotty Nipper!
Exactly. I'm worried about the Pelly Snakes. They haven't golfed in 2 years. They missed the season. They were out to sea, literally. Things are not
They're
good
out to
there.
lunch is
If
the way
they're
I
going to
see
sell the
things.
farm, what do they got? A caravan and a beat-off pair of capris?
They get a
That's not
trampoline.
enough. They got the worst team in the league. Their team stinks. Their best player is San Fran's defense. Scotty Don't. We roast him every week. Why? Because he stinks. But you know what? He won last week.
He does
We
have
got to
nice
lay
hair.
off him this week. You know what?
What do you got, Ron?
I tell you, man, it's 2 turds floating in the toilet. Right here, you push flush at the same time. Which one's going down the poop chute the fastest? The finless brown up to the top. Who's 2 turds to the top?
Who's the top turd?
Top turd this week? It's gonna be Scotty Don't.
Top turd, Scotty Napalm.
Scotty Nipper!
Over to you,
Well,
Dirty.
what do I got here? Look at this. I got Kings of Cavendish and the Dirty Dogs. These, you know what? These 2 teabaggers, they were slated to be on the show tonight. Both guys said they were going to come on the show.
Where are they?
Nothing happened. You know what? They're no-shows. Just like Morrison, when the check comes, hit me.
Where are you? Let me check my
Someone to
BlackBerry.
hit me, you know. I
I'll
don't know
find
where
out
he's
where
at.
they are.
You know what he's like, folks. He's late with everything that he's doing. But you know what? Anyways, back to this matchup where folks, the loss of Andre Johnson will cause the Kings of Cavendish to come up short, just like the Dogs do when they try to get on the rides at the Bill Lynch Fair.
Pretty much.
So you know what? 4-1 Dogs,
You can
look
book
out.
it.
They piss all over the Kings and get to 4-1.
And they stink.
What do you got, Ron?
Bunch of losers. For all you losers out home out there, here's what we got. We got the Rig Pigs versus the Guidos. What can we say about the Rig Pigs and the Guidos
Mexican
that hasn't
Guidos.
already been said? Okay? I'll tell you what. The Rig Pigs, they're loud, obnoxious, crazy. But you know what? They've tamed it down. They're kind of like, the rumor has it, they're down watching the think tank via satellite.
Yeah, sucking down
They
hangover
gumdrop
boxes.
on Lollipop Lane, La-Ti-Da, and Candyland. This is baloney. They're not focused. They're going to lose this week to the Leveland Park Guidos. The Leveland Park Guidos, they came here. They got cornered this week. They think they can come out with a win. Somehow,
Tough team. Always a tough team to beat.
you know what? I think somehow it's going to be the Guidos. I hate to do it. I'm taking the Guidos.
Is that right?
Yeah, so Dirty, why don't you tell people who to pick this week and bet
Well,
their
you know
house
what,
on?
Ron? Every week we try to make people a little bit of money. You know, we like
Yeah.
to spread it around a bit because you know what? As
Right.
I've seen you, I haven't won anything yet this
Yeah.
year, but my buddy, back-to-back weeks here, we're up over
3
200.
Pro Line wins already.
He's not fooling around, folks.
Three.
It's like I said, I say it all the time. This is not a joke.
No, it's not.
It's not a joke, folks. This is not.
It's
we don't
black and
just
yellow.
come here. This
You know
is
how we
real
do
life. You know,
everything we do.
I take 10 minutes out of my day. And anyways, Dirty's picks. Here they go. 3 right in a
Picks.
row.
Roll it.
Philly, sorry Bills, they come in, they roast the Bills. I got a pro line tie, New England Jets, that's your pro line tie, another pro line tie, Atlanta, Green Bay, and don't be surprised if Atlanta gets it done, folks.
How about picks? Who's going to win because they have to? Green Bay in Atlanta, New Orleans in Carolina, statement game, Super Bowl champs, will win on the road, back-to-back. How about Detroit? They're going to beat Chicago on Monday night.
You heard it here.
Book it.
Send
You
it
know
to
what?
me, Ron.
It's a wrap. Here it is. Dirty, post up.